Hey there, my friend. Did you know that 90% of the wasabi you've eaten isn't actually real wasabi? Or why this tiny spice can cost up to $300 per kilogram? Incredibly, it takes the Japanese up to 3 years to grow a single wasabi plant. So what makes it worth the wait? Today, we're diving into the real wasabi industry in Japan, a unique, challenging, and highly valuable trade. What makes this plant so precious? Let's find out together. Wasabi isn't just a sushi condiment, it's a cultural symbol of Japan. But growing high-quality wasabi requires meeting strict and challenging conditions. This plant thrives in cool environments and is typically found growing naturally in mountainous regions with cold climates and limited sunlight. This environment prevents the wasabi root from drying out excessively and allows it to grow robustly. Additionally, the moisture in the surroundings helps the wasabi root develop a tender texture, while also contributing to its distinct flavor. With its strict growth requirements, Japan's wasabi industry has developed over centuries. The two main cultivation methods in this industry are hatake wasabi, grown on dry fields, and sawa wasabi, grown near flowing streams. Among them, sawa wasabi is considered the ideal cultivation method, as the Japanese believe that naturally flowing spring water not only helps wasabi plants thrive, but is also the golden key to creating its uniquely pungent and refined flavor, unmatched by any other spice. But what if hydroponics is used instead? A modern breakthrough or a risky compromise? In reality, hydroponics allows for better control over temperature, humidity, and nutrients. But it lacks the natural elements that make traditional wasabi unique: the rich minerals from volcanic soil, the constant flow of water delivering oxygen to the roots, and the natural temperature fluctuations that enhance its distinctive flavor. The result? Many experiments show that hydroponically grown wasabi can grow faster, increasing yield by 30% while saving 50% of water. However, its flavor is noticeably milder, lacking the signature nose-tingling spiciness and the delicate aroma that authentic wasabi delivers. It may look like a perfect replica, but the moment you taste it, you'll realize it's missing the very soul of this prized condiment. So, between speed and quality, between science and nature, what would you choose? Regardless of the cultivation method, growing wasabi requires meticulous care right from the seedling selection stage. Japanese farmers typically use young plants aged 6 to 8 months with strong, disease-free roots to ensure a high survival rate, ultimately optimizing both quality and yield. The plants are spaced 30 to 40 centimeters apart, providing enough room to grow without competing for nutrients. Notably, wasabi cannot be planted directly in mud or compacted soil. It must be placed in a bed of gravel to ensure optimal oxygen absorption for the roots. Many people think growing wasabi is as simple as cultivating herbs. Just soil, water, and a bit of sunlight. But the truth is entirely different. Wasabi isn't just a plant. It's an art of cultivation that demands meticulous attention to every detail. So, what are the key factors that determine success or failure when cultivating this prized plant? The answer lies in water, temperature, shade, and time, 4 crucial factors. If even one is missing, an entire wasabi crop can collapse. However, nutrition plays an equally important role. To ensure healthy wasabi growth, Japanese farmers not only focus on environmental conditions, but also pay special attention to soil quality and nutrient sources. They also limit the use of chemical fertilizers to maintain the plant's natural quality and protect the water ecosystem. With these techniques, wasabi plants grow evenly and produce the highest quality when harvested. Wasabi is one of the most demanding crops to grow. To achieve the best quality, farmers must maintain an ideal water environment, control pests, and adjust the temperature at each stage of growth. Water is crucial for wasabi. The stream must flow gently at a temperature between 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. If it exceeds 18 degrees Celsius, the plant may die. Today, Japanese farmers use IoT sensors to continuously monitor the water's humidity, pH, and temperature, providing early warnings when conditions become unfavorable. Additionally, wasabi is highly sensitive to pests such as mice, rabbits, and root-decaying fungi. Instead of using chemical pesticides, farmers use beneficial microorganisms to boost the plant's resistance. If any plants show signs of illness, they are immediately removed to prevent the spread of disease. A common mistake is planting wasabi in areas with prolonged direct sunlight, which can hinder the plant's growth. Therefore, during the summer, wasabi needs to be shaded with nets to prevent direct sunlight from raising the water temperature. Conversely, in winter, farmers adjust the water flow to keep the roots warm and protect the plant from thermal shock. But what happens if wasabi is exposed directly to sunlight? The answer might surprise you. Wasabi is a shade-loving plant. Under intense sunlight, its leaves can scorch, dehydrate rapidly, and turn brown within hours. But the real danger lies beneath the soil. The roots stop growing, lose essential moisture, and gradually decay. When that happens, the plant doesn't die immediately. It silently withers from the inside, an irreversible and quiet demise. Even if you shield it after sun exposure, wasabi can never fully recover. It will weaken, gradually lose its ability to grow, and eventually fall victim to pests and diseases. However, thanks to modern technology, the survival rate of wasabi has increased from 50% to 70%. This not only helps Japan's wasabi industry grow sustainably, but also ensures that the premium quality of this rare spice is preserved for generations to come. Typically, at the end of autumn and the beginning of spring, after 12 to 18 months of careful cultivation, wasabi reaches the ideal maturity for harvest. At this point, the main stem of the plant measures about 10 to 20 centimeters in length, weighing between 100 and 250 grams, with a vibrant green surface and characteristic nodules, signs of high-quality wasabi. If harvested too early, the distinctive pungent flavor will not have reached its peak. However, if left too long, the quality will deteriorate. A wasabi farmer once said, "Harvesting wasabi is not just a job, it's an art." So, what makes this process a true art? The art of harvesting wasabi lies in precision and patience. First, farmers must wade into the cold water, using their hands to feel the maturity of the rhizome. There's no rushing. If lifted too forcefully, the roots may snap, reducing both quality and value. After gently lifting the plant out of the water, they must carefully remove the clinging mud without scratching the surface, as even a tiny scratch can diminish its delicate, spicy flavor. The fresh green leaves, though not the most valuable part, are also carefully collected for culinary use. But what truly makes this process an art is the farmer's deep understanding of each wasabi plant. They don't just harvest with their hands, but with experience, intuition, and a genuine love for this extraordinary spice. And when the final wasabi root is lifted from the cool, flowing spring water, it is not just an ingredient. It is the culmination of nature, time, and the skill of those who have nurtured it for over 2 years. This is art, an art that demands patience, precision, and absolute respect for nature. After harvesting, fresh wasabi is stored at a temperature of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius with high humidity to maintain its freshness. When properly stored, wasabi can retain its flavor for up to 1 to 2 months. This is why fresh wasabi is so valuable on the market, with high-quality roots being sold for up to $300 to $500 per kilogram. In the context of rising demand for wasabi while natural farmland remains limited, can hydroponic wasabi cultivation meet this demand without compromising its traditional value? Compared to traditional cultivation, hydroponic wasabi offers significant advantages in the face of climate change and growing water scarcity. This method can be implemented in greenhouses or even urban environments, allowing for expanded cultivation areas without the need for natural spring water sources. However, the traditional value of wasabi lies not only in its yield, but also in its distinctive pungent flavor, which is shaped by minerals from volcanic rocks and the continuous flow of cold spring water. In contrast, hydroponic wasabi is grown in a carefully controlled nutrient solution, optimizing growth conditions but potentially altering its natural essence. Therefore, despite its potential for scaling up production, hydroponics has yet to fully replace traditional cultivation methods. Moreover, the high investment costs make many farmers hesitant to transition to this model, creating a significant barrier to the widespread adoption of this technology. On the market today, most wasabi is just a mixture of horseradish, mustard, and food coloring. In contrast, fresh wasabi delivers a bold, refreshing heat that is completely different from processed wasabi. Its intense spiciness and signature nose-tingling sensation will make you feel like each bite is an explosion of pure flavor. So what about you? If you had the chance to taste or even try growing this prized plant, which method would you choose? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found the story about wasabi interesting, don't forget to like, share, and follow to uncover more secrets of Japanese agriculture. See you in the next video.